now you sail away.
Yar, me mateys, and welcome to the Pirates Update Show. I'm Gormaz. I really should not have thrown that onto the table because I know how these mics work, but it's going to be a fun update show today to come through. As you can see next to me,
It's going to be an update show, that's all. That's for
Pirate
sure.
Kevin, and they're not the only ones. Or I guess we're not the only ones that are dressed like pirates, although I guess we might be the most absurd of the two now that I'm looking at the rest of the table.
Fantastic.
But we've got myself, Parrot, who is yet unnamed, as well as Molly and Amanda there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fun one, as you can imagine. I have to get my mind straight as we go forward with it. We have a lot of fun things coming for you a little bit later. The first thing, and that's always going on our list first, is going to be the hunt, the fixes, the polish that we're applying to the game to make things feel better and to make things continue moving in the right direction. The game is always becoming a better version of itself. So Amanda, if you would like to, you could take us through all the fixes that are going to be coming with this update.
Arg. I'd love to. We've been slashing bugs right out of the game.
Let's go.
It's that kind of
Right
day,
into it.
by the way.
It's that kind of day. We're starting with this momentum. All right, so we got, from the beginning of the list, we got some loading art that was not showing for certain champs. That is fixed for Torvald, Kinessa, and Bomb King. And then we're just going to start right into the champions. So in Droxus, we fixed an issue where shots fired without the cursed revolver talent could sometimes not register. This was a pretty important change.
Pretty big issue. We fixed it, though.
We fixed it. Cassie, we fixed an issue with the exaction talent, where the next weapon shot after dodge roll would not deal increased damage if Cassie first hit an enemy with disengage. Wow. With Dredge, his golden first player arms no longer show default textures. With Drogos, we fixed an issue where Drogos could not be affected by the CC from Imani's Frost Bomb while using Booster. And we also fixed an issue where Drogos could not be affected by Atlas's setback while using Booster. Ainara, we fixed a bug where Sunstone Ainara had an incorrect hair color.
That's the worst case.
Yeah, hairs.
Like worst fate. in the
That's
world.
very important. Hair color is very important.
Critical.
Critical issue. With Imani, we fixed her Frost Bomb now correctly detonates while colliding with Ainara's wall. We got a couple of IO fixes, new champion. There's always going to be a couple, issues that maybe come up when somebody's new. So, very important one is that she can no longer heal allies through Ainara's wall. Now that was happening a lot, and yeah, it's completely fixed. She can't heal through it now. Fixed an issue where IO's third-person camera did not center properly when camera was rotated above her head. We fixed a text error with IO's Guardian Spirit ability description. Fixed an issue where players could not see the create new loadout buttons on IO's loadout screen unless they owned her. And we also fixed an issue where the wing visuals for Furia now properly display on IO's back. So, on her back, on her front.
Where wings should be.
Yes.
Where wings should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Genos. Whoa. All right. Genos bots can no longer
one's huge.
move while
Yeah,
using
that's-
through time and space.
That was
I've
really
seen some
frustrating.
skating Genos ults.
Not the goal.
not intentional.
No.
not intentional.
Genos bot OP.
Definitely OP.
I believe we fixed an issue with Eevee that's similar too. I don't know if that was labeled on the patch
That
notes.
wasn't labeled in the patch notes, but we
There was
definitely add
she was
that.
moving during ice block, I think, and I believe that fixes.
Another bot issue?
Yeah,
They're too OP.
they're-
Yeah,
little
the
bit
bots
strong.
are just OP. Please.
Yeah.
Nerf. We fixed an issue also with Genos for his reload animation where it could play twice if he attempted to use Stellar Wind at the start of the reload. And we fixed an issue where Genos would be stuck channeling Void Grip for the full duration of the ability if Atlas banished Genos' Void Grip target. Moving on to Kinessa, we fixed various clipping issues with Kinessa's Smokin' and Jokin' MVP pose. Koga, we fixed an issue where Koga could not properly use Cyclone Strike while in Dragon Stance. The next ones are very important for Lex. I saw a lot of you posting about the Death Hastens ability, and with that, we've first of all updated Death Hastens' description to reflect the maximum ammo reduction. And also, very important, we fixed an issue where players could temporarily break the speed of their firing animation with Death Hastens. So, happy to have those fixed. Leon, we fixed issues where Leon could take damage while using Enlightenment in in certain circumstances, that's a tongue twister right there. It's hard to read with an eye patch on.
Yes.
Fixed an issue where the weapon audio for Shore Patrol and Beach Bash Leon skins were slightly quieter than intended. For Maeve, we fixed an issue where the top half of Maeve's model would bob back and forth while banished. Moji fixed an issue where damage amplification did not affect familiar spit properly at damage numbers higher than 100. And we fixed an issue where Kill to Heal would not activate properly for Moji if she executed someone who was polymorphed by her ultimate. For Pip, we fixed a bug with the Inflame weapon that was the wrong color in third person. And our good old buddy Terminus, we fixed some issues with the blades on Omega Terminus. They weren't always rotating correctly. And we further addressed issues where he was having certain situations that he would not be able to fire abilities properly while using Calamity Blast. I've experienced this, you've probably experienced this if you play him, where he just like kind of like he jerks around a little bit, and then there are ways to finally get it, but that's fixed. So shout outs to Terminus fixes. And Zin, last on our character list here, we fixed a description error of the Yomi talent description. Now we're moving on into just our other bugs, so we're going to run through those.
This is the first half.
That's just the first half.
We're hunting the bugs this
hunting.
patch. There's a lot of work.
We're making them walk the plank. Taking them to Davy Jones' locker.
I'm not very good at this.
You're like,
I'm like the bad role player. Don't invite me to your party.
we'll work on it, don't worry. Next update show, we've got the pirate on lock.
Okay.
So we updated 2D art icons for Frozen Guard, Ice Mines, and Timbermill in match lobby and custom matches. On console, we fixed an issue where button prompts would overlap UI and kill cam. And this is huge, this next one. Please take a deep breath. You don't want to have, any health issues regarding the shock of this one being fixed. But we have, on console, fixed an issue where sprays would not appear if you used the spray on the same surface that it was previously placed on.
If this was a YouTube video, we'd have air horns going off
Yeah,
right
that
now.
one was such an annoying, long-standing bug. And I'm so excited that we got it fixed for this patch.
Yeah, long-standing issue
Yeah.
on console. Very frustrating. Now you
Yeah.
can spray on the same wall without any issues.
Thank God, nothing's gonna mess that
Thank
up
you,
now.
thank you, thank Brian in chat if you're a console player.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, moving on. We got a console fix where we fixed an issue where players could not properly complete DLC crystal purchases with only keyboard and mouse on console. We fixed an issue where volume sliders could sometimes disappear when adjusting volume levels. For Spectator, we fixed an issue where the UI always displays the blue team as having captured the objective. This had been affecting PPL and other pro matches. I see Gore
Gore is
over there
super
just
happy
so
about
happy.
this.
I'm really pumped. You couldn't hear it, but production just came through my ear cheering as well. So this is a
They're
big one
happy.
for us because, again,
Yeah.
since most of the time all I see is Spectator, it's just nice. It's going to be comfortable
definitely.
and everyone's happy.
And then moving on, after that joyous news, we fixed an issue where players could visually float to the sky when jumping on each other's heads in certain
Yeah, that's another
circumstances.
big issue fix that we got in this patch.
More floating on people's
That
I
one's
saw
heads.
you
super
guys
nice.
doing it intentionally all the time. Think I didn't see those videos?
I don't know. You only have
That was
one
like
eye.
90% of the report. You're right. I actually didn't see half of those issues.
You only saw half of them.
That's
50%.
how it works.
Yeah, if you have one eye, you can only see half
All of those issues
things.
were on his left.
Oh,
This is a new.
okay.
This is a new theory on life. Actually, I'm gonna move forward with this. If I
Alright.
close one of my eyes, that issue isn't a thing anymore.
Okay.
Don't take life advice from this patch note show, please.
Please don't. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
We also fixed an issue with Ceres' helping hand emote where the hand would spawn in an incorrect position. And we fixed an issue where equipping a champion skin that had an associated spray would also equip that spray in the first spray slot on the emote wheel.
I hated that bug.
Yeah, that one was pretty annoying.
No longer, no annoyances like that anymore. Fixed. Fixed an issue where only damaging a personal shield, like a bubble shield, of a champion who died would not award kill elimination credit. So now those bubble shields, you get the kill elimination credit for it now.
Credit where
So
credit is due.
yeah, all the credit. Fixed an issue where having certain in-game names would give that player some issues in the chat with the chat functionality. We fixed an issue where the Fierce Flanker 3D spray would not display some of its visual effects low, medium, and high particle settings, or on low, medium, high particle settings. I think Stop that, though. We fixed an issue where incorrect prices would display on items in the store if a player scrolled through the list of items too quickly. We removed the floating flames in the fish market spawn rooms. And we fixed an issue where the party boost messaging regarding extra golden experience earned while in a party was not localized properly in certain languages. And last on our other is we updated the chat profanity filter.
Yeah.
No
Get out of here.
bad languages.
Your words.
No bad words.
Don't say Cassie.
Cass.
Too soon. Too soon. It's still
And then-
burned in my memory. That was a thing that I learned about at Workday.
And we're gonna run through the last bit here real quick. Audio. We know that
There's
you.
more.
There's
There's
more.
So many
We're-
fixes.
We're
Wait.
slashing through them. All right. These ones are going into the Briggs. With the audio, the following sounds have been mixed improperly and then since have been fixed to play at the intended volume levels. Dredge primary fire, Drogo's primary fire, Maldamba healing feedback, Ruckus beeps when his guns rev up in speed, Sarah's shadow travel and stacking orbs on enemies, Strix's flashbang explosion, Talus's primary fire and reload, some movement sounds for Willow, some movement sounds for Ying, environmental sounds on Splitstone Quarry, environmental sounds on the shooting range, being stuck by an enemy bomb king. I've seen you guys talk about this one. Tyra's Hunter Mark, Lex's Retribution, and in addition, the following audio changes were made. Slightly redesigned and increased volume on all Shore Patrol skins. This is another one right here coming up that I've seen a lot of you post about, and I know the Maeve mains out there are going to be happy about this. Street Style Maeve, Prowl volume decreased.
There was also a Maeve main who made that change.
Yeah.
So I wonder why that one made it in.
Yeah, I wonder.
Sitting back there maniacally rubbing their hands together right now as it comes through.
I'm
It's
so
like,
excited. Yeah.
And Grok's dance emote no longer has a global clap, and Koga has his footsteps turned down slightly and his SMG sounds turned up slightly. And that's it for sounds. That's it actually for all the bug fixes that we had to talk about today. A couple things I'd like to say though is we always have a couple things that are still ongoing under investigation that we can always use your help. If you have any kind of video evidence, you know, any supporting repro steps, it helps us so much to be able to investigate so we can potentially get fixes in for these in the future because we know that they're bugging you, no pun intended. So under investigation, we have occasional delays in ranked customs for some regions. We have issues with players not loading into matches from the match lobby. Ranked data not properly updating immediately on the ranked UI. VFX stuck on player's screen or champion model after respawning. Issues that cause the friends list to disappear on various circumstances. And equipping mastery content. So we're still trying to investigate those to see what the possible fix could be for these. So please, please make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you're not just typing one sentence, but you're listing those repro steps because that helps us so much and that helps our QA team with investigating those. So we appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, any and all information helps narrow down the problem, helps it get found a lot faster, and it always at any point, if you can make it happen multiple times, that's probably the best news you could have for the QA team because then they know where to go and where to look.
Exactly.
But those are just the bug fixes. One of the other things that we're doing for this next update is actually going to be an item description update. So everything that you know is going to be rewritten to kind of feel better and make more sense when you read it and give better understanding.
Yeah, so we'll kind of explain why we did this a little bit later in the patch note show, but we are rewriting all base abilities to be more about the functionality of it, not so much the details on the number and the timing. Obviously, you'll have the cooldown there